Goodness. So listen, you always start it with a story time, and you had said you may not have one today, but I would love to know like how your weekend went. I always ask you
Oh,
that,
yeah.
so.
I do have a little one. Okay, this is kind of funny. So, and also it will start a conversation. Okay. So my son and I were driving along. I don't know. He was like helping me out with something, driving me to get my car or whatever. It doesn't matter. But we're in kind of a shady part of St. Louis. And I look out the right-hand side of my window, and there's like this handmade sign in front of this little dilapidated house that looks like barely anybody lives there. And it says, elephant ears for sale, $3. And I say to my son, oh my gosh, could you ever imagine buying like food from that house? And he goes, no, I couldn't, Mom, but elephant ears are plants.
Oh,
So you guys, this is the Midwest and my own child. Didn't you call elephant ears those big fried dough things?
Fried dough.
Yes!
At fairs. I immediately thought of fried dough at fairs, and I have no idea how anybody eats them. Because it's
Oh, I love them. Are you kidding? But I wasn't going to get it from that house. But like my whole brain within seconds had already gone to, and where do they put the fryer? Like,
you must have been hungry.
like this whole house must be one big fryer, And he looked at me like I was such an idiot. And ever since then, if we're somewhere, he's like, Mom, that's an elephant ear. So you guys at home, did you call the fry? I grew up on the East Coast. Did you call fried dough from the carnival elephant ears?
Yeah.
Because I've told the story to many people here in St. Louis since, and they didn't know what I was talking about. So, Janine, you did immediately.
Oh, no, I know exactly. I thought to myself, oh, my goodness, they're making fried dough. That's immediately what my brain went to. But, up in where our lake house is in Northeast PA, like they sell fried dough because it's an Italian thing. It's long and thin, and they sell fried dough out of people's houses. You can literally go buy it. The old ladies
see this whole conversation had started. Yeah, can you see if I've gone to the door though? I'll take 6, and they hand me all these plants. Yeah,
I'll take 6, and I'd like apples on top of one, and I would like cinnamon sugar.
I'd be too embarrassed to just take them. I'd be like, got some plants.
So you know what, Mary, that's a great story, because that just tells you that depending on what part of the nation you're in, you look at things completely differently. I would have never thought of a plant when you said that. So
it's a plant with a big broad leaf, and they're extremely popular in Missouri. The plant, and I guess the fried dough, they call it fried dough or funnel cakes, but they don't. But these that we used to do, they really looked like an elephant's ear. They were like
funnel cake's different. Funnel cake is like that. They make that like web type thing.
It looks like a waffle.
Where an elephant ear is like a big flat donut that's puffy.
Yeah. So I can't believe you didn't like it. I think that's one of the most delicious foods in the world.
No, I funnel cake I like, but I don't like elephant ears. But I'm not a donut girl. If you got to be a donut girl to like elephant ears. You do.
Maybe.
But great story. Oh my goodness gracious, Mijas. I love it.
You guys, who knew what an elephant ear, like, do you think of an elephant ear, you guys out there in the audience, do you think of it as a plant? Right. Do you think of it as a, like a fried dough? Or perhaps you think of it as an elephant's ear.
I'll tell you what, I could have a podcast, I swear. But listen, this is so exciting because it's Monday and there's a ton of people. There's 63 people watching. So hello, everyone. Every single Monday night, I have the absolute pleasure of interviewing this one right next to me, who is our executive company vice president, Mary Grace Tedeschi, which I have to be honest with you, if you're watching this after work, you're probably thinking to yourself, I don't even know who our executive company vice president is at our company. And mine is right here talking to me every Monday night and coming to the Lehigh Valley in September. Thank you very much. I'm so excited about that. So,
we all have a reason to live.
We now have a reason to live, and I'll have to find you elephant ears. But I'll be honest with you, I am so excited on Monday nights because we get to talk about what we love to do, right? And we get to share it with people. We do that for 25 minutes. And then at the end, your cost of admission is just listening to us babble back and forth regarding our job. And you fill out a Google form, and guess what happens? You can win free jewelry because Mary Grace puts a curated package together. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you're watching this and you are listening to our voices right now, put in the comment section, hello. Let us know you're watching. I don't care if you're male, female.
Hey, hi. It's just rude not to.
It's rude not to say it. And on top of it all, let us know who your stylist is. So if you're watching from my pages, put my name in. If you're watching from Kim Bain's pages, put her name in. If you're watching from Brenda Gray's pages, put her name in. Whoever you're watching from, let us know you are here. Thank you so, so much for joining us. And we get to talk about what I hold near and dear to my heart and I've been doing for 32 years in my professional career. I always talk about the fact that I started when I was 12. You do the math. Because, dear God, I've been doing this a long time and so have you. But direct.
Well, you didn't have to bring me into it.
Well, listen, girl, we're in the same boat. But what I love about direct sales is all the things we're going to talk about in a moment here. So, Mary Grace, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for having the time to take with us and talking to all of us every single week. And thank you for sending out Sparkle Mail every single week to these fine people. We've been doing this for years, and I absolutely love that we still do it. So, welcome to everybody. You're all hopping in and you're all saying something. Lehigh Valley, I used to live. Oh, yes, Newark dress. I know exactly where this is, Beth. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. So, Mary Grace, let's start out by let's just start. I dropped the direct sales word as I normally do. But what I'm going to ask you to do is, can you explain to these fine people, what is direct sales? Okay, because sometimes people hear that and they're like, what does that mean? And how does that differ from the term of today, which is MLM or multi-level marketing?
Yeah, I was just thinking, I think about my job a lot. I love it. It goes pretty much laces through everything that I do because of the flexibility. Yeah. But I honestly think one of the most difficult things to do in our business is to get people to listen past that phrase almost, because I don't know what it is or where it came from. But sometimes people just hear like direct sales and they're like, talk to the hand. Is that one of those pyramid schemes? And I don't blame anybody for that, fault anybody, because I have the same thought. And what I did is I went to a party and the gal had like something where you could check if you were interested in the job. And I'm always interested in everything. Really, I am. The information is free, and
we're a student of our business. We're a student of our business.
Exactly. And I've always heard like take the information because you just never know, either for you or for someone else. So thank you all 63 people that are here doing that tonight. But I think if she'd said to me, have you considered direct sales? I would have looked like deer in the headlight, like not knowing what she was talking about. Right. Instead, just knowing that she was talking about what she had just done. I thought that looks really fun. I could do that. Direct sales, really, you guys, is running your own business. We represent a company. In our particular case, it's Park Lane Jewelry. We represent a company. We serve as a liaison directly between the customer and the company. So there's like that personal touch, which people are very hungry for in today's world. Because like, seriously, can you call anyone at Amazon? Can you get like, which one do you think would look better on me kind of thing? No. So direct sales. Now, multi-level marketing is a buzzword out there too. And it actually involves keeping track of multi-levels. Yep. And the main goal in their business is recruiting. And they want to convert, is actually a big word of theirs, convert as many customers to reps as they can, and it's to get a discount and stuff like that. But it's generally for a product that is monthly, hits your credit card once a month. They do the majority of their work from behind a computer screen. And again, it's mostly recruiting based. With direct sales, which is what we represent, there's a product. We represent the product. We love to hire people. So that's why we're on here with you guys tonight too. But mainly it's party plan. Like the idea is that when somebody shares us with their friends and family, he or she can get free product for having shared us. And truly, it's all of the benefits of running your own business with none of the fears or hassles. And that's what I found. And honestly, you would have I'm too old now probably, but still, it would be very difficult for me to ever go back to anything else where I had to be a certain place at a certain time or, answer to people or do this or that for my weekly paycheck. I mean, I have really, blossomed, as so many of us have under this particular umbrella of direct sales.
Yeah. Well, because there's flexibility and freedom attached to it. I mean, we talk about this all the time. I mean, I've been self-employed since 1997 by myself, full time, and my husband as well. And I can't even imagine having someone tell me I have to be somewhere at a certain time and I only get this many days off. And I'd be like, that's not how this is going to work. I'm too old for that at this point.
Yeah.
I need to be able
what about
to do
my nails?
what I love, I think, is that, the one thing about this, having a direct sales business is, you don't have to have overhead. You have somebody who has your back at all times. You represent a product that's fantastic, that people love. I mean, you're talking about all
Yes.
those things
And
soon, but
truly, my favorite part, which I can say more in today's world with so many people working from home and stuff after COVID,
yeah,
is so many people, again, they hear direct sales, they go, no, you know, they hear a job, they go, no. And it's like, but listen, it's not like a job where you have to give up your other job or anything
right.
else. The beauty of it is, how often have we all just wished for some extra income, for something special, or maybe something that we want to keep going, like investing, stuff like that. And it is so amazing that with this, you work it around the schedule you have
Mm-hmm.
and can do it so easily, especially in today's world with how much we do online and everything. So it's worth listening. If I can ever just get anyone to just have clear ears, because I'm so grateful that I did, then I feel like my work here is done. I
No,
can breathe
I
an
don't
elephant here.
disagree with that. I often talk about that when I talk about what I do. I often talk about the fact that, hey, nobody's looking for a second job. We all have enough work to do. What we're looking for is flexibility and freedom, or we're looking for that vacation that we'd like to go on, or we're looking for those
Yes,
investments that we'd like to do, right?
yes.
Or we want to save for that college for our children, or
Mine was
that's what we
always
want to do.
financial freedom. I wanted
That's
my
big
money to be
time.
my money. Like the minute my money came in, I didn't want to have to owe a bunch of other people anymore. I wanted it to be my money. Could you guys imagine if your money was just
Yep.
your money?
Yep. Oh, could you imagine if money wasn't an issue in life? I mean, how different things would be,
This.
Let's talk about the fact that, we're not just looking for people to join the team. We want them to understand what we do. So, how does jewelry fit into the direct sales model that we work in every day?
I've never really taken the poll. I will, because I do really fun things all the time for our team, and we're having a big leader retreat in September. But I would venture to guess that most of us fell into it.
Oh, yeah.
That we did something like I did, like went to a show. Oh, there's a job opportunity. Okay, let me hear about it. Not specifically went looking for direct sales. Now, some
Yeah.
of you have,
Yeah.
or some people in our atmosphere have, but I didn't. I just fell into it. I was doing
Sure.
candles. Janina's from the same exact type of background, but it was baskets. We
Yeah.
loved our companies. We skyrocketed to the top of our companies. We
Yeah.
did great there. But there was never any like, oh, now that I know about direct sales, let me do some other looking. We just trusted we
Mm-mm.
were the best, and off we went.
We were
Well,
loyal. Yep.
yeah, we were loyal. Yeah. And
We were.
it as it is, both of our companies have closed, but we left them before they closed because we could see the writing on the wall. And this go around, I'm like, okay, first of all, like I said, I put my money where my mouth is. I'm like, I cannot imagine ever going to work for anyone else again. I love this direct sales. I love what it's been able to do for my family with flexibility and income and all that good stuff. Quite honestly, you guys, I've never said this before, and it's going to sound like it's lacking humility, but I don't mean for it to. I never knew how special I was until I did direct sales. And what I mean by special is
I love
absolutely
that.
nothing about my personality or anything, but I'm consistent. And if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And I can be a hard worker, especially when I'm in a place of joy. I never could have made or accomplished in another company what I have through the direct sales model. In the same way, someone who's
Very
like,
true.
all I want is $300 and I'm done. There's no place you could go in and just do that either that I can think of, right? Legally. Okay. So it's,
Legally.
yeah. So it's a very cool place. Okay. Anyway, I digress. But this go around, when I'm like, after 12 years with my other company, I'm like, I know I want direct sales. And then I was savvy. I knew enough about the industry to choose. And I narrowed it down to jewelry. I knew I wanted to do jewelry because I did my research. And since then, I've lived it. I've been here 16 years. And let me just tell you some amazing things about being in the jewelry market. Okay. First of all, whenever you're doing anything, you want to do something that you can represent and that you love. And everybody loves jewelry. Even if you think you don't, you do. You do. You start to love jewelry. You wear it, you get the compliments and everything. You're like, oh my gosh, I never knew, right? Okay. But you really want to pick a product that the most other people love. Okay, so not everyone was a candle burner. Not everyone was a basket carrier. I don't know what you
True.
did after Little Red Riding Hood had been sold.
True.
But everybody in some way or another has come across jewelry. It's one of the top products in the world. It's one of the top gifts in the world. It's up there with candy and flowers. The
Jewelry.
only one that withstands the test of time. Okay. But then also you want to look at that, the test of time. Is it a fad? I think not. Jewelry's been around for 150,000 years, was the first documented instance. It was made out of a snail shell, the first jewelry. And it is, our projections are in the billions, you guys, in the absolute billions. So if anything, it's just becoming more popular and the market can support it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from this standpoint, as somebody that represents a product, how cool is it? Like right now, I have it on. I never had a candle on. That was always going to be a cold call.
That's so true, though.
That was going to be a cold call. Someone was going to meet me at a candle party. That's about it. They weren't going to walk up to me like happened today and be like, "Oh my gosh, your necklace is beautiful." And then it's like advertising, walking poster boards, and I'm able to go like, "Oh, that makes me so happy. I represent a line out of Chicago." And then I can give them my website and off we go. Not only do I wear it, so do my customers, so do my hostesses. So all kinds of referrals coming back all the time because we're
Good
all
stuff.
walking billboards, right? It's a feel-good product. I didn't realize until I started really selling it. But now that I get compliments every day, number one compliment catcher, number one conversation starter, and a serotonin builder. Like it literally makes your dopamine go up when you're wearing jewelry, and it has, and other people's do too, because it's like looking at little pieces of art. So jewelry is, and then again, from our angle, like how heavy is our stuff? Not. Okay. So whereas I had to
Very
get
little.
Yeah. It's none of that load, unload hours, especially in front of the computer. But it's just like a bag the size of a purse that you can put over your shoulder and off you go. Very inexpensive to ship and store. If we ever, for any reason, have like a little jewelry box that we need to send someone, which we hardly ever do because Park Lane does all the shipping. But if we did, you literally can, stick a bracelet in an envelope and put a stamp on it. So there are so many positives. I'm sure I forgot some of them, but that's why
good.
jewelry is the place to be.
So there's a ton of jewelry companies in the direct sales space. So tell these fine people why Park Lane's the answer on that one.
I looked at all of them, you guys. I looked at all of them. So now it'd be just a matter of me having done the research for you and you trusting me. But truly, I wouldn't have any friends if I didn't. If you couldn't trust me, and I have a lot of friends across the nation because you can trust me. This is a really cool place to be. So I looked at all of them, okay? And I was wanted, which made me feel happy. And I landed on Park Lane. And I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I had it down to two companies, one against the other, but the other one was simply because my very good friend had become vice president of it. And I was so flattered that she asked me to be in charge of all of the salespeople at that company. But I still went to Park Lane. And the reason was because if I'm going to say that I'm representing the best, I couldn't do that once I knew that Park Lane was the best, because it was. I mean, they're just the best. So one thing is their jewelry line. It's very it has like 6 different subsets in the line, from trendy to pearls to whatever. And I noticed that every other company I looked at generally had either a specific look or a specific like romance piece, pearls, silver, charms. I thought I don't want to limit my market. Okay. So that's just a basic one. But mostly it came down to Park Lane's programs and their longevity. They've been around since 1955. They're cash rich and they're debt free. You guys, that sounds really great because like we get paid every week and we want to get paid every week and we know there's never going to be a problem. But it's so much bigger than that because of the buying power that it gives us. So, vendors and jewelry stylists and designers, they want to do business with someone who can pay them cash, right?
Yes.
So we get like first shot at the market and stuff like that. And I swear we get new jewelry almost every day. I know we do every week, but I think we really do almost every day. So they're like always changing, putting more to us and all that good stuff. I would have, I don't really know. Yes, I did. I cared because my company wasn't looking too good when I left it, my
Oh,
last
we
company.
cared. We
And
cared a
we
lot.
cared.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I was afraid, really, of a company being secure. I don't know if I got into that part. But then we lived through COVID. And I saw all these companies, not just direct sales,
Yep.
tumbling,
Yep.
going down. I saw the Levine family, who are our owners. You were allowed to have relatives work, just not your workers. They were all in there.
Entire
We
family
didn't
there.
miss a beat.
Nope.
And they're giving free shipping and an extra free item and trying to help everybody out in the world that's in this terrible place and add like cheerfulness. And other companies were going down. So I should have cared that much when I started 16 years ago. But now I really am impressed and want people to understand how secure we are. And then it just comes down to the programs. Okay. Whenever you're looking at a company, direct sales especially, you want to look at their programs. We have a customer buying plan that can't be touched. We have a
Fantastic.
hostess program that gives 2 to 3 to 4 times what any other direct sales company gives for party plan. I promise you. And we're the highest paid in the industry. And the only one I break down for you right now, you guys, just to show you how smart they are, is the sale, where it's buy any 2 items for regular price, get any 4 for half, spend 90 and get an item for 35. Okay, I went over that really fast. Don't worry, because we have all the tools here to teach you. But what that does, you guys, is it assures that almost the majority of customers have 6 to 7 items as opposed to 1. They've spent over $100 on those 6 to 7
Collection.
items,
Yep.
but they're thrilled.
Yep.
Okay, they've spent over $100. We get paid, our profit is based on percentage. We're thrilled. Okay, so that it all works together so beautifully. And then the hostess is really thrilled. And then there's these people with all these jewelries on out in the world, bringing other people back to us. Okay. Now, one of my very favorite things about Park Lane Jewelry is that we have an appointment called, we have a program called Direct Appoint.
Yep.
Janine and I are both
products of that.
I was going to say victims of that, products of that,
yeah.
products, yes,
Victims.
of that.
Victims.
And it's where they will interview you and they will determine where to bring you in here that is commensurate with what you've achieved. We don't want to take anything away from you. So if you, we know, our CEO knows all of it, but like if you were a blank here, oh, that would translate to an area manager here. Okay, so we give you the title, and with the title comes the increase in percentage that you make on your own sales, right?
Yep.
The other thing along that same line is here at Park Lane, we don't have minimums. No. People always go, what do I have to do? And I'm like, honestly, there's no like mush, do as we say. There's none of that. Okay. You almost wonder like how they can get away with it, but they can. So there's no minimums. You never lose your title. So literally like Janine could she could skip out right now and I'd have to finish this by myself. And she could come back a year from now and she'd still be a senior division. I'd be a little hacked at her for like this, but no, so we never lose our title and we do not have minimums. This is huge to people because they work so hard for those things. And all the other direct sales companies, if you don't meet your minimums, boom, down you go. It's like flunking and it's so upsetting.
Oh, it's degrading. It's degrading.
Oh, it's so upsetting. Yes.
Who's been in direct sales, having to keep a title is scary. We don't have to do that here.
Oh, embarrassing.
That's one of the greatest things.
Yeah.
Very embarrassing.
He doesn't believe. They don't believe. They're like, we will never lead with fear and intimidation. That's what good does that do? How does that help people?
No.
But they do lead with lots.
Oh, we lost her. The most generous customer sale, the most generous host sale of all time. I don't know why we lost her, but it is. Our hostesses walk away with, most hostesses walk away with $400 to $1,000 in free and discounted jewelry. It's absolutely insane. And that's something that also is so beautiful about being in the direct sales space, because with Park Lane, we lost Mary Grace. I'm sure she'll be back in a moment. Just hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. But that is one of the greatest things. And the fact that we have no quotas or no minimums, I always get told, always, well, what do I need to sell? I'm like, you don't need to sell anything if you don't want to. That's the greatest part about Park Lane Jewelry. And the thing that I feel is something that makes people calmer when they realize that there's no quotas, no minimums, no overhead. I recently had I will say a makeup consultant say to me, well, all that jewelry behind you, you had to buy all that, right? And I'm like, no, we earn it. You can literally earn $1,100 in free jewelry every single month by doing sales and bringing new people in and qualifying people. And everyone can earn it. So it is a company that is just full of so many fantastic surprises. It really is. So if you have been on the fence, if you are someone who has been, looking for that additional income, but you're just not sure where you want to go, definitely talk to the stylist that invited you here tonight, because I assure you, you got invited by that female or that male because that person wanted to work directly with you. And we in direct sales look at that as an honor and a privilege to be able to ask people to join us. Now, the last question I always ask Mary Grace is why now? And honestly, the answer to that is the time is right. Okay. And the time is right for so many reasons. Number one, we just dropped a new fall collection called Untamed Beauty. We just dropped it a week ago. Here she is back. I just went into the why now and talked about our new collection. And I bet you it was your mother who called you and made that go out like that. Am I right?
It was my brother. My
Oh.
brother, who all the time is like, Mary Grace, you can't do that. You can't put it where it goes right to voicemail. That doesn't work for me. And I say, well, okay, but every Monday night I have blah, blah, blah. My family is a problem.
Family's an issue. We got to get rid of them. I just got into the why now, and I literally started talking about the fact that we just dropped a new collection. That's as far as I got. So go ahead.
Oh my
Why
God.
now, MG?
Okay, first of all, you guys, did Janine ruin anything while I was gone? Did you all decide not to join? Please just
stayed.
listen. Yeah.
They all stayed, so we're good.
Oh my gosh, there's so many exciting things going on in Park Lane with the new line, with the new specials going out. You can be the first one to show the new line. Your kit is $129. And in that kit, you get to right now pick $700 worth of jewelry, you guys.
7.
It's never that much. They've added a bunch. Look at the balloons. $700 for $129. That's crazy. You schedule a show. And we help you get all your first business. That's what people are always asking me, like, how to get my, you have a show with just the people that you know and ask them to be friends.
Yep.
You try to get as many people there as you don't know. You can have it in person. You can have it online. The person that invited you to this call tonight will do the show for you. And that might be all you ever want to do, but you'll get paid for that show and you'll get the hostess credit and you'll get the jewelry that you picked out with the $129. It's like time is of the essence. Like, this is such an incredible deal. Also, today is August 3rd. Beginning August 1st for my particular organization. Okay. It's the Grace and Grit organization. And sometimes we have people listening to our call from other organizations or working with other organizations. So I just want to make sure that this is for Grace and Grit, effective August 1st. Anybody who joins our business is going to go into a drawing from me for either $1,000 cash or a Gucci purse curated to your style. Like if you like a crossbody, if you like a tote or whatever. Some people just can't fathom, having that kind of expensive purse. Other people think I want the purse because I never can fathom spending that much money on it. Yeah.
I can tell you
and
that
a lot of people want the money. Okay. So it's a choice. So you and the person that brought you into the business will each have an opportunity. I'm giving away $2,000 and or 2 Gucci purses. So it's, if you've been on the fence, first of all, get off. It's uncomfortable. It's not good for you.
Hurts your butt. Yep.
And other things, so get off the fence. It's time to run free to Park Lane Jewelry.
Honest to goodness, when I tell you that if you're looking for flexibility, fashion, fun, people, earning potential, and literally just to belong to something where people care, then this is the place that you want to be. And I am dropping right now the Google form into the chat. I can also tell you it's in the description area of our, anywhere you're seeing this. So if you're watching this on Facebook, on on YouTube, wherever you're watching this.
Yes.
But please fill that Google form out, because Mary Grace will go ahead and choose a winner by Wednesday. But the last thing I want to leave you with is, whoever offered for you to come on here tonight, or if you just came across it because you saw it on your feed, find your stylist when we hang up and book your party. Why? Number one, you are going to make him or her so happy when you message them and say, I'll do a show. Number two, when the show's over, like, take a look at how he or she does it. And
Yeah.
when the show is over, you can decide whether or not you would like to choose the free jewelry and just be the host, which is fantastic, or you can choose the free jewelry and sign up and get a paycheck back from Park Lane. Mary Grace, you always talk about the friends and family discount, don't you?
Really, even for your own usage, and it's very unusual, you guys, but even for your own usage, if you start ordering from yourself, you're going to get 30 to 35% back every week. Like a paycheck
Whatever
back,
you
like
order.
cash
Yep.
back, right?
Yep.
And also be able to take advantage of all this other
Yep.
stuff we got going on, like the hostess program and stuff. So we totally welcome you as a personal ambassador, as just a personal user of the product, but it still will get you in a chance to win the Gucci or the $1,000. So I don't know what else I can do to make you understand that we want you because you need us.
I know what you can do. You can get your little notebook and pad and write down Janine Gucci, because that's what I'm going to get this month. I'm going to win it.
That's so exciting to me, because you're not usually the designer person. You're usually the one that.
I would love.
Okay.
I would love
Good
a
to
Gucci
know.
bag. And I'll have you know, I have a launch party tomorrow night for a new stylist that happens to be male. So
Okay. Okay.
I talk about this all the time. I talk about the fact that we are predominantly a women-run business. All of us in direct sales, a lot of women. However, we have a few good men, and I have one tomorrow night joining us. So we lost Mary Grace again, which is perfectly fine. She loves you all. I love you all. I'm going to shoot you some love. Thank you so much for hopping in, listening to us tonight. Fill that Google form out wherever you see it at, and join us again next Monday night for the free jewelry call every single Monday night, right here on the Grace and Grit Studio business page or in the studio group at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bring a friend. Bye-bye.